Wonderful.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deep in Love Talk Show, and it's another fabulous Wednesday. I'm actually in Los Angeles. Our guest speaker is not. Tonight we have Ken Martin, who is a publisher or owns his own self-publishing company. Ken, are you with us?
Yes, yes.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
For sure. Can you introduce yourself? Tell us where you're from, maybe some of your hobbies.
Oh, it's let's see. There's so much to tell in so little time. Yeah, I've done so much thing. I mean, lately since actually I would go a little more into my publishing company because back in 2000, beginning of 2013, actually my father had some time ago written a couple of books, and I had um, requested one of them from him, and I had the idea that it's he's never done anything with them. So I said, I could do something with this, and that's when I started working on my ideas of getting a self-publishing company going. So I spent the entire year working on that between his book and me developing a company from scratch. So I was really focused on that. I had to digitize his book um, because it was just on regular loose leaf paper. So I had to figure out how to digitize it, which I did, and produce it, and then at the same time get a self-publishing company going as well and learn how to do that. So it took me all of 2013, and I've been highly focused on that since that point. So it's been so far a fun venture.
So, have you published any books of your own?
I have not written a book of my own, although my wife has two books planned.
Okay.
We have two children, and we started writing a book on childbirth and what we went through, and I'm still pushing her to write her book. It's been started, but it's because we have a lot of insights for expectant mothers that we'd like to share. Plus, she also has planned a cookbook. We have gluten-free household, and she has tons of gluten-free recipes
Awesome.
that would be great to share. So there's a couple in the works. Myself, I actually like the fiction area, and I'm planning on possibly next year starting and my own series. Possibly, I have a whole bunch of ideas down. I'll see next year if I'm able to get the first one down. But I do have a series planned myself, but it won't happen quite. It'll take a long time to. I have a lot of thoughts down, but I have to go ahead and summarize them and put them down and make something good, make something really good out of it. So
Yeah.
I'll be working on that sometime next year. I
Nice.
hope.
I love it. Goals are awesome. I actually self-published a book, so this should be very interesting hearing what you guys offer and do.
Yeah, I try to offer a lot of information products
Hmm.
that are cover such a wide range of topics, and so I try to put a lot of information products on there. I also like some classic literature that I put out there. I feature two fiction books. One my father wrote, one a coworker wrote. They're both very good. They've been digitized, so they're immediate download items, and I think they're both fun books to read. So I'm starting to and actually, but they both have more books written, and hopefully next year I can get additional books up there that these authors have written.
Nice. So you do digital books, so Kindle ebooks, and do you also offer a paperback
No,
publishing?
I'm only in the digital phase right now.
Gotcha.
I mean, costs have to are a major factor,
Absolutely.
especially with a startup.
Yeah.
So it's digital. who knows? 3 to 5 years from now, we'll see where, or 2 to 5 years from now, we'll see where I am. But right now it's just it's PDF form on my website, and I will get a Kindle um, library going fairly soon as well. So I'll be able to offer a variety of them on Kindle as well. That's in the plans. That's up and coming pretty soon.
Nice. That's awesome. I'm asking because I actually have two close friends who are looking at publishing a book in the next month or so
Hmm.
that
Sure.
are trying to do digital and paperback
Hmm.
as well. So do you guys assist in the full? You said you were helping your dad with, he had loose paper, so do you guys assist with the formatting and proofing and as well as design, covers, the
I did the
interior?
entire thing for my father's book.
Okay.
Entire thing, because I had to digitize it. I had to produce it because there was nothing. I had his text in paper, so I had to produce it digitally and in PDF format. I actually had my wife, who's an artist. She actually designed the cover
Nice.
for it, but I had to produce the rest of the book. He's an English professor, so he knows how to write. He's actually a retired English professor, so he knows how to write. So the editing wasn't too bad. Just me making sure that I kept his editing done properly. So I had to make sure because I had to go through the whole thing and um, really make sure that all the corrections were there so that his text was intact. But as I said, it took me to initially digitize it took me a couple of months.
For
So
sure.
so it was a long process, but it was a learning process, and then editing it and getting it formatted properly that took some time as well. But now today I'm much quicker at it. But going through it initially took time. But the end product I thought was looks very professional.
That's awesome. Do you want to talk about why self-publishing works for some people and not others?
That's such an open-ended question. Um, It's really done. Do you have the right idea out there? Do you have what people want? And the real key is, and this is where the money comes in, is all in marketing. You have to be able to market and reach your audience. What kind of budget do you have to market?
Mm-hmm.
And if you have limited funds, obviously it's going to be limited. It all depends. It's just such a, and there's just so much out there too. How do you get your brand known? It's
Absolutely.
all in marketing.
Do you guys assist with the marketing aspect of it, the promotion?
Um, to a degree, yes. It's something I'm still working on my end as well. I mean, major publishing houses put tens of thousands into marketing. So it depends on what kind of budget you have. I mean, you said major publishing houses, they have tens of thousands to put into it and do some major. Small startups, you're not going to have that kind of money.
Yeah, no.
Unless you get financing from someone, you're not going to have that. You have to do the best you can. Put your name out there and do the best you can and get information out there. And there's a lot of sources, like where I found you, for example. And
Gotcha.
then just stay with it. I mean, you have to expect the first couple of years to be tough.
Yeah.
First couple of years to be tough, but I'm saying you have to put yourself in a position to expect 2 to 5 years for things to really um, lay your foundation and then get moving. Then things are
Good to
taking
know.
off.
Good to know.
Hmm.
I want to know how you found the name for the company because it's not
Um,
your name.
no, it's not my name, and every name I looked at and was searching for was already taken. Every idea I had was taken. The Latin versions were taken. So I was like, all right, this might as well mean something to me. So John is my son's middle name, and Rose is my daughter's middle name.
Uh-huh.
So I made it one word. I took the H out of John. I capitalized the J and the R, and it's my two children.
Gotcha. I love it.
So it means something to me. But I mean, every idea I had was taken, and I was like, I'm not surprised because
Right.
there's thousands of publishers out there. So yeah, so I said, okay, I'll make it mean something, mean
That
something
is too
personal.
funny. That is too funny. So, that's just adorable too. They're gonna love that too as they grow up, I feel like. Do
Yeah,
you?
I'll tell them you're the Rose of JonRose. That's what I can tell my daughter.
That's funny. Do you have a specific genre that you publish or work with only, or are you guys across the board?
Um, I would say I try to be as much across the board as possible.
Nice.
I know I do like give free ebooks away, and I do have a focus on law of attraction. It's something that's close to me.
That's
So
awesome.
I do offer probably a handful of free ebooks on law of attraction that are
That you,
very
so
very.
people who, oops,
Mhm.
sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so people who are offering a free ebook like through Amazon, CreateSpace, whatever publishing, you highlight those on your page,
I
or you just have a repertoire of
I
free
have
books.
this. I have a specific selection of books I offer for free that are law of
Gotcha.
attraction, such as The Science of Getting Rich by Wallace D.
Mhm.
Wattles.
Yep.
In fact, I have five of his books that I offer. I've produced them all in PDF and
That's
have them on
cool.
my site. Just there. I mean, each author has some different twist to it,
Mhm.
something different, and you never know what book you're going to read that's going to spark something within you.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
So I try to um, Wallace Wattles, William Walker Atkinson. Of course, I have a couple of the Napoleon Hills on there as well,
Nice.
who's basically the father of law of attraction.
Absolutely.
So.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
How did you start that? So that's just a personal, I guess hobby isn't the right word, attraction, that topic. And
Mhm.
so that's really cool.
Yeah, I think it's important because it's in all of our lives every day,
Absolutely.
whether you know it or not, whether you think it works for you or not.
Right. Right.
It is there. Um, um, Learning to control your thoughts and control them in a positive manner, that's a challenge for all of us. And being able to direct your thoughts in the way you want and have the results you want, that's often very much a challenge for most people.
Mhm.
And knowledge and understanding is one of the keys to it. So,
But yeah. For a lot of people, it can be a scary or good news. As in, oh, I'm responsible for my life. And then it's like, oh, if that's the case, if it's just about my thoughts and what I'm attracting, what I'm dwelling on, then that means I can also change it. So I also have control or power.
yes, your thoughts have to be correct. If your thoughts aren't right, then things won't work for you. If your thoughts are right, then what you do is you build your foundation through your thoughts. Thoughts are
Mm-hmm.
things. You have to build your foundation through it. Um, and reading up on it and learning. Some of the today's gurus that are extremely well off started off homeless.
Mm-hmm.
They started off with nothing. They started off one of them. I mean, they started off living wherever they could and had to learn how to change things for themselves.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can start off from nothing and do quite well. All depends what your beliefs are, and if you understand the processes that you have to go through. And going through some of these law of attraction books help with that tremendously.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I know I listen to a law of attraction book almost every morning. Um, Not a new one every morning, but I listen to one on my smartphone every single morning. So I love it. I'll have to check them out. Check out your site.
Oh, that'd be good. That'd be good. Yeah, I mean, there's endless amount of information on there for it. You just have to decide. I mean, sometimes it works for some people, it doesn't work for other people.
Right.
It actually does work for everyone. You just don't know that it doesn't, that it's working for you. So there's a couple things that really matter when it comes to, especially when people say, I saw The Secret, the movie, but I don't see it working for me. Well,
Right.
do you understand why it's not?
Right.
Do you have a clue why it's not? Really, I mean, you can think something's working, but if you believe subconsciously that it's not working, your subconscious wins.
Right.
If your subconscious is where most of it comes from. You have to believe in your heart of hearts and what you're saying and what you're trying to manifest. You have to believe it's going to happen. I will point out one thing as well, like Napoleon Hill and Think and Grow Rich. That's the pretty much the Bible and the law of attraction.
Mhm.
Um, but there's one chapter in it that had um, that's not quite accurate.
Okay.
And in that he said have a definite time frame
Oh.
to achieve your dream, and that is a misconception. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to rewrite Napoleon Hill. That's not my place to do. Uh, but we don't know when our time is.
Yeah.
You don't know exactly when your time is and when things to work out. You have your beliefs. You subconsciously you know it's going to happen, but you don't know when your time is. And if you have a
Yeah.
definite time frame, that might throw you off. So do not
Right.
have a definite time frame, but you have to truly believe something is going to happen for you. When you have a knowing, when you know internally it's going to happen, when it's the right time for you, it will happen. But
I love that. That's the second time I've actually heard that this week. So I love what you're touching on. We hear all the time, set a concrete deadline, set this. But you're right. There's also the element of the control that we don't have, and then when we have this certain deadline, you're just kind of setting yourself up for disappointment. Like it didn't happen. I don't believe in it anymore. I'm over this.
yeah, and there's also another big part of it too, because I mean the time frame you cannot set a definite time frame for yourself. That's definitely what you don't do. But the other thing, you can have a belief, you can have, you know it's going to happen, and then what happens? The exact opposite.
Right?
Things go totally wrong. Things aren't. It's like, wait a second, I believed in this. I thought this was going to happen, and the exact opposite has happened. What's going on?
Yeah.
Well, the true master knows that the law of opposites will happen before the law of attraction. The opposite of what you're thinking is you have to the opposite of what you were thinking will be has something. I'm going to pay my house off, instead you lose it to foreclosure.
Right.
So,
Right.
so something catastrophic, but
Right.
but the law of opposites always happens before the law of attraction for the simple reason, and well, basic reason is you have to know what you are not before you know what you are.
Oh. Yeah.
You have to know what's going. I mean, for example, um, if you don't know the if you don't know what you aren't, then you're not going to learn what you are. It's not going to come about. I mean, you can't. One of the examples I was given some time back was, say you lived in a world where there was only daylight, and that's all you knew. Well, you wouldn't know what daylight is. You need nighttime.
Right.
When you experience nighttime, then you know what daylight is. But if you never experience nighttime, you're not really sure what daylight is because that's all you have. So you have to
Right.
experience the exact opposite of what um, you want, and then within that, though, is something so glorious, something so fantastic that it will literally dwarf what you anticipated happening, as long as you have your faith. Have your faith there. I mean, the true master knows that when the opposite of what you are expecting is happening, then what you are going to expect is going to happen greater than you imagined.
Nice. I love what you're saying. I try to always view it as okay, this is my sign, like it's confirmation.
Hmm.
It precedes. the downfall will precede the uprising. So, okay, I'm on the right track then.
Yes, yes, and that's I mean, one of today's leaders, as I said, was homeless.
Hmm.
And what did he do? He wrote an angry letter to God. And to his surprise, he got an answer. Today, he's a world leader. Now, he's not affiliated with me, so I'm not going to. He doesn't know me from. He doesn't know me at all, so I'm not going to bring up the name. But that's just one example. Today, he's a world leader, but again, he got an answer. Another person was homeless, and how did he? What did he learn? He learned that the key to it, even when things are not going well, the real key is be grateful. No matter what, be grateful. And he read, I think it was Thought Vibration by William Walker Atkinson. It's a book I have on my site that I give away. And he learned the power of gratitude no matter what. And if you
Hmm.
have gratitude, even in the worst of situations, everything is going wrong, learn gratitude. That is the key that will start lifting you. And obviously, you're not going to climb a mountain in one leap. You're going to take step
Right.
by step by step. If you're feeling depressed, pick yourself up one notch from it. And then again, pick yourself up a notch. You're not going to start off at the top, but learn
Mhm.
gratitude. And when you can learn gratitude no matter what, that will start magic happening.
I love it. Our time is zooming by. I
Yes, I
always
know.
ask.
We have a very limited time here.
Yeah, it zooms by so fast. But this is something I asked all my guests. And do you have a quote or a mantra that you live by that you're willing to share with us?
A quote. I don't have a personal quote. I know affirmations are extremely important, but I do like the always be grateful in any situation, no matter what.
I love it.
I do like the gratitude. I said you have to live with gratitude in your heart, and you have to live with well being in your heart. You have to be able to feel good and feel good now.
Yeah.
Now, feeling good. That we could spend hours on talking about how to feel good. That can take from nutrition and how to work on yourself mentally and how to raise yourself mentally. I mean, feel good is. I said people give seminars on how to feel good, and I could spend, like I said, an awful lot of time going through step by step in areas. But the whole idea is feel good now. Feel a little bit better than even if you're feeling depressed, feel a little bit better. But I can go into many different steps on what you do to help yourself feel good and how you raise your own internal vibration, which is extremely important. I'd have to get like a whole hour with you just to start going through some of that.
For sure, absolutely. I was doing one yesterday. We talk about players will get all pumped up and juiced up. Same thing with fighters, boxers. They get amped. And we tend to just kind of roll out of bed and just start functioning. Most people don't really do something to help you get excited, get motivated, get going, raise your energy level.
Hmm.
Um, so I was talking about one yesterday, and as I'm driving into work, I'm always like this: send them love and send them love to every person I see outside a car, like walking down a street or at a crosswalk. I try to like breathe in fresh air and new energy, and then send love off to them. That's kind of like my daughter and I do this together, and that's our way of getting amped, getting excited.
Sure, sure. Well, that's why you're a good motivational speaker.
Nice.
That's why you're very good at it. But yeah, you have to learn how to feel good now, which
Yeah.
encompasses so many things, and diet is a huge part of it, and
And sleep and exercise.
sleep and
Yeah.
exercise, yes, and also getting your thoughts proper is a good. I mean, there's a lot of things you can do with that as well. But feeling good now. I mean, I said we could spend an hour on this stuff, and that would go on. And there's a few examples. Uh, I mean, nutrition-wise, I mean, people. I mean, there's so many people writing books on nutrition. Some of them are on the mark, some of them are not. My wife and I've been doing this for years now, as far as our own household, and we have a gluten-free household, but we also don't give the kids any processed foods and things like that. Whole foods, very good nutritious stuff, right fatty acids. I mean, there's just so much you can go into with that, to help yourself physically feel good, and then mentally there's so many areas. I mean, where you are right now and where you can be if you follow certain steps, is going to be night and day. I mean, you have to start off with, even mentally, who do you listen to?
Mm-hmm.
And that you can talk for quite some time on deciding who do you listen to, how do you find out who you listen to, who do you associate with, how do you raise your vibration, because basically all of life is a vibration, and we're at one level, and how do you raise your vibration to in order to get more in contact with universal laws, and how do you make things work for you. I mean, there's many audios and videos out there on the topic, and that's
So
also what
true.
part of the reading does for you as well. If you go through some of the Napoleon Hill material, I mean, some of the books I have are very short, so they're not too hard to read, not too long to read. But like Napoleon Hill, you're going to get much longer. Like if you do the Law of Success in 16 lessons, it's 1,100 pages. So,
Mm-hmm.
so people will have a little trouble getting through it, but it's packed with information that you're not going to get anywhere else.
That's awesome.
A book like that is that's well worth taking the time to get through. So, but there's just so much stuff you can continually talk about and get into with it. They said it would take so long to get through it. So, um,
I love it. I'm excited to check out the books on your site. We're actually wrapping up here, but can you give us the website name?
it's John Rose. You can actually use now. John Rose is JON without the H. JonRose. I use ebooks for John Rose ebooks. That's the direct link. You can also do
Perfect.
you can also use John Rose Publishing. It
Okay.
comes right to John Rose ebooks as well. So JonRoseebooks.com. So I'm actually trying to revamp it a little bit too. It's pretty good right now, but hopefully in another couple of weeks I'll have it a little more user friendly.
Awesome. And tell your wife to keep publishing that recipe or gluten-free book. I'm actually gluten-free. I've been there for 9 years, and I feed my daughter gluten-free. So I'm huge on that.
Okay, good. Yeah, I'll work on her. Hope I can get her moving on it shortly. But we'll see how she does on it. But I'll let you know when she's got it done. Hopefully next year she can plow through it and get it done, because
Yes.
she's got so many recipes on it that are really delicious.
Awesome.
So
Well, Mr. Ken Martin, it's been a pleasure. Before we wrap up, did you have any last words that you'd want to leave with the audience today?
um, basically for all of you, if you have any interest in things, certainly take a look at my site. I have free books there that you can look at that help you go ahead, and all self-improvement stuff. If there's something on there that, or something not on there that you'd like to see, you can certainly contact me. My email's right there. Contact me, and I will see what I can do. If you have any questions on things, again, contact me. My email is support@johnroseebooks.com. You can certainly email me, and again, I'll see what I can do. If you're looking for something specific, if I can get the rights to produce it, fine. If it's something on my site and you're having trouble, again, just contact me, and I'll see how I can help you out.
Awesome.
Okay,
Thank you.
good.
Well,
Thank
thank
you.
you, Mr. Ken Martin. It's been a pleasure. And again, for our audience, his website is jonroseebooks.com. That is Jon.
Yes.
Ken, I wish you a very awesome evening.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for tuning in late tonight. I know it's like 10 or now 11 or 10:30 over there.
Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. It was a pleasure.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
You too. Bye.
Bye.